came into the
Yeah,
PhD indigenouses that came into
bro.
play, because since I do have a bigger platform, and even though I was post ban, I still wasn't going to be silenced. You understand?
Hmm.
Because my silence, and I will always say this, silence equals violence. And I was not going to allow that, especially being, again, intersectionality. Coco is, at the end of the day, she is Afro Indigenous. This sits her in my community as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's why
I'm
the
going to get to a
PhD.
point now where I'm just going to say Black and Indigenous because people are trying to make that an umbrella so that way everyone can use people who look like me as their aesthetic. You know what I mean? They're wearing me and wearing my plight, you know what I mean?
Right.
Wearing my voice,
Yes.
but they're not me.
Yes.
And so I'm at a point now I'm like, no, I don't even want to be called Afro Indigenous anymore. Call me Black and Indigenous because I am Black first. I always presented myself as Black first too because I'm proud of it. And in my Blackness is still indigeneity in it because I'm practicing that. I've been practicing that. You know,
Okay.
generations before us have still been practicing that. It's in our
Exactly.
culture. It's, you know what I mean? It's part of our walk is how we speak. It has not left any Black people. It's just people, society don't want to see it. They just rather reduce us to just Black skin. But what we did was we took ownership of that and we made it even better. You know, but me, I'm American Caribbean, you know, so I'm not also going to take away from African Americans and what they had to do because I'm only 3 generations. But imagine African Americans who are 4, 5, 6 generations here, you know, what they had to go through.
Well, I want to explain why I asked my brother Anthony to come up.
Mm-hmm.
Because he knows all too well what it's like to feel like you trust somebody and you build these relationships and friends. Social media makes the world such a small place in a millisecond. So many
It
people have
does.
access to hundreds of thousands of people in a blink. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, you start to build relationships with people you meet online. You get a little comfortable, you get vulnerable, you think you have a friend. You
The
feel me?
parasocial relationships got people on a chokehold on this app.
And I
Basically.
can't pretend to understand any of that because I was raised in a developing nation in a colony. So there are some nuances on this that I do not understand because Western ideology is not the same as the ideology in which my people are part of. So
Mm-hmm.
that's when I run to Coco for that because Coco is more than happy to explain it to me because I
And
don't
it's never
understand.
going to be comfortable either.
And
It's not.
what are you eating?
Huh?
What are you eating?
Oh, stuffed salmon and rice.
Okay. All right. So this is what's going on, Aunt. Because I already know you're going to tell me, like, you're going to give your thoughts or whatever, and tell me what you think. There is a non-Black woman whom I've had on my panel multiple times, and you've been down this road multiple times, so you already know where it's about to go. Somebody that I thought I could trust, somebody that I thought was my friend, would be in my space, knowing what I stand for, knowing what my platform is about, knowing what I'm about, period, and would leave from my space, my platform, and will go and do very problematic anti-Black woman things, trying to silence a Black woman, getting her account mass reported, bragging about it, basically bragging about it. Yes, and I do believe you know who this person, who this girl is, and it's real. I'm so disappointed. Yeah, and it's so hurtful because like I would sit there like, oh my God, I love you. Like, girl, like that's my girl. Like it was like that. And to me, I just feel so stupid because it's like people aren't considerate of the spaces they take up when they, I didn't have, what did I do? You know what I mean? Like regardless of anything, what did I do? So it's like, why put me in a predicament to where it's hurtful to me? Be
Right.
honest. You know what I'm saying?
So this is the sentiment that I take with that. I said a few months ago, and definitely as of more recently, really cemented this thought process. The off ramp to the high road is closed.
Oh shit.
Far
Go with
too
the
often,
cliche.
people expect so much grace when it comes to public disrespect. If you are someone that exists in a space with an individual that says that they don't stand for this, they don't stand for that, they speak against this, they speak against that, and then you go and perpetuate that exact thing, you gotta know that we not finna condone that. You gotta know that we finna speak against you too. But I think what happens is, and Bunny, I think you hit the nail on the head, and Coco, you agreed, parasitic, parasocial relationships will have people thinking that they have friends that they don't have. Now, me personally, I spent the first 5 years of my life in foster care. The reason why I take my relationships and it's more specifically my friendships very seriously is because I existed in a home that you didn't know when you woke up whether or not the child laying next to you was going to be there when you woke up. Not in the sense of unaliving, in the sense of getting adopted, in the sense of being rehomed, etc., etc. So I was very careful with who I called friend. And I had to learn very quickly that while they're here today, they can be gone tomorrow. So in that, I recognize that when it comes to social media, mutually following someone on any platform, the moment that became newsworthy, the value of it skyrocketed to the point where now you have celebrities that will unfollow each other, right?
Yep.
And it'll become like top news story on CNN.
Like such and such unfollow
Chris
such and
Brown
such.
unfollowed Lil Baby.
Yeah.
Why do we need to know that?
Yeah.
Like, why is that even pertinent information? So when it comes to these relationships, I've had to long since recognize that, what's up, y'all? Just because we're mutuals don't mean that we're friends. However, when a person is consistently existing in your space, y'all laughing, kikiing it up, sometimes it'll go so far as y'all having each other's phone number off the app. That is when you start separating the access. And I think that that's what it boils down to, the access that people have to you. When I started getting death threats to my newborn, I shut my inbox off. You have to be my mutual to inbox me here on TikTok, which is why I funnel the majority of people through my Instagram, because that lets me know two things. Number one, you know how to follow directions. And number two, it means that much to you that you want to take the conversation off of TikTok over to another platform. So when it comes to people that, I guess, double cross me, so to speak, is the standpoint that I'm taking it from. I heard this audio, and the guy said, if you are my friend and you fuck me over, right?
Yep.
And you no longer become my friend, you losing me in your life is your loss. I don't have to slander you. I don't have to drag you through the mud. I don't have to do none of that because I know the value that I bring as a friend. So you losing me in your life was your loss, and you're going to feel it. Now, you might not feel it in the moment, but you're going to feel the effect of losing me. And if you don't feel that way about yourself, then you're not bringing enough value in your friendships and or relationships.
Except that's exactly what happened. That's what I did. And then she brought it onto TikTok, got a whole group of people to try to torment and dogpile on me, including white bigots. And so what happened, consequently, me defending myself and showing receipts of, hey, this is what's really going on. And here's proof. I got my account permanently banned. So now I'm here on this account.
So they mobilized against you.
Right. And it's continuing. And what they are doing is they're tokenized, which I've been talking about for a while. People are hard-headed. I've been talking about is that these particular people who are non-Black, they will tokenize you guys who are large Black content creators.
Basically, I was like used. And
And tokenized.
I was
very
used.
clear.
That,
Ain't a
and
single person ever
mind
gonna
you,
tokenize me.
nobody would have
Ever.
known that because Coco lost her account last week.
That's
I
right.
was post banned, and had I not come back after my post ban to shine a light on this to explain the nuances in the situation, Coco would have been another Black woman silenced on this year app, and nobody, and I mean nobody, was stepping up to the plight. Mind you, I mass messaged so many people to enact light to have Coco's voice be heard. I got silence. That's what I got.
And this is not like little drama. I don't do drama. But when it's rooted in anti-Blackness or racism, yeah, I'm going to speak the fuck up because it's not just about me. It's about my community. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. And that's what this led up to. Just really violent anti-Blackness. And I was the main target and everybody was dogpiling. I mean, numbers. We were coming through. And it's
And
because they
most of
know
these,
that I am a dark-skinned woman and a small content creator.
mhm.
I mean, I'm invisible on this app. It's just the reality of it. I've had to accept it. So that's why I'm speaking calmly about it now. Does it upset me still? Yeah, it does. But it comes with a package, especially if you are not, just doing dancing videos and etc. Like you're actually advocating. And that's what I do.
Now that
I advocate because I'm actually boots on the ground. I do the real
mhm.
work off this app,
Period.
but I come on this app to organize, and I've been successful in that too, especially with the Tatiana Jefferson. I've been very successful with that as well. With helping women who are in DV situations, I've been successful in that as well. Like I have a record of, participating in advocacy and organizing. But there's a lot of people who want to distract from that. And that's people who just want access to you so you can be their shield for them to do that harm. And when you cut off access, they grow this obsession of, well, if I can't have you, you know what I mean?
Nobody can.
Then I'm going to I'm going to assassinate your character. So nobody else will want to be with you and in your space. I'm going to assassinate your character in the Black community to strip you from your community and your identity.
Play with me because
And
I ain't
that,
her no more. She don't.
And
Play
these
with.
people are hiding under that BIPOC umbrella.
Mhm.
These
And thank
people
you,
are
Sade.
hiding under that BIPOC
And like
umbrella. Let's see.
Sade, this is why Sade also, I am very protective of Sade. She is Black and they are Black and Indigenous too. And, I'm big on helping Black people find their indigeneity and reclaim it, as well. What I do though is I don't do it on the app. I pull you off the app and help you and get there because that's personal and it's very intimate and sacred. You understanding and discovering your indigeneity.
Well,
Yep.
and she doesn't want me to be. She doesn't want me to, cause believe it or not, y'all, I have calmed down a lot. I really have with my content. I've calmed down a lot. But she don't want me to go into old Crystal where I cuss her the fuck out. She
Mm-mm.
don't want me to do that. She don't want me to wild out. She don't want me to do that.
Crystal, what we don't want is for you to play into the role of the angry Black woman. Because remember,
No,
that is the type that.
that's actually not what I'm saying at all. Hang on, I'll speak. What
Okay.
I am saying again is that I don't want you to react because that is what she
Yeah.
wants. She participates in a cycle of drama, toxicity. You'll be feeding her. She'll get fulfillment off of that.
So what does
Don't.
support? So what does support look like for you, Coco?
So support looks like for me is, if you do well, the Crystal is directly impacted too. So it's not just about me because she's tokenized and weaponized Crystal to do her shit.
But
Um,
you don't want her to
what I
react.
am saying is that no, yeah, exactly. Don't react, but respond. There's a difference between reacting and responding. When you are responding, you know what I mean? You're responding and giving the full body of the situation. You're talking about the situation at hand, you're educating about it, and you're raising the standard on this app, not, for us, but for everyone else. So people know, hey, this person is doing this. That's not okay. But if you're reacting, there's really, it's not productive. And, that's not the solution. Where's the solution in reacting? It isn't one. But
Yeah,
responding, there is a solution to responding.
we
So
don't we
no,
don't we don't get that grace. Even when she responds, they're gonna say that she's reacting.
that's not grace. I didn't say grace.
No,
I
no,
said,
I'm saying
yeah.
we don't get that grace.
Yeah,
So
I
when
know
I
that.
hear that, to me, what I'm hearing is the exact same thing.
And it's
Because
not.
no, no,
Because
no.
this
What
is
I'm
not
saying,
just, I want you to listen to
listen to
me
what
though, because it's
this is what
not
I'm
just
saying. Hold
about
on,
Hold
reacting.
on,
hold on,
Coco.
hold
Yeah,
on.
wait, y'all. Just
This is
listen
what
to
I'm
each other.
saying. When you said there's a difference between reacting and responding, I agree with you. What I'm saying is that when I ask what does support look like for you, is to understand how we can best support you. You said you want her to respond and not react. What I'm saying is that we don't get that grace.
I
So
understand
in
that.
any response that she gives, they're going to say that she's being reactionary. because of the nature of what we do and who we are on this app.
It's not true. Not in a
That
sense.
is true. That's very true. She gets it. I get it. Eb gets it. Genty gets it. Hell, Conscious even get it.
You do realize that I'm a Black woman too, right? You do realize that I
It
am
has nothing to
getting
do with
it.
you being a Black woman.
Yes, it does. We're
No, it
all
doesn't.
Black here, all three of us. So when I'm telling you, as someone who has also experienced it, you're not alone. However, the difference is that I am a smaller content creator, and this is consequential to me. So if she does react, right, and they choose to react, who do you think is going to be punched down on, Crystal or me?
So you don't want to do nothing then?
I didn't say that, but you need to listen with intent.
I am listening, and you're talking in circles.
I'm not talking in circles.
You are.
No, I'm not. What I said was instead of reacting is to respond. I'm going to explain it one more time.
Coco. Wait, both of y'all are muted. Y'all, we can agree to disagree. We can have a conversation.
I don't think I'm fit for this conversation. The respectability
you're
politics,
muted. I can't hear you.
I don't subscribe to respectability politics, so I don't think I'm suited for this conversation.
That's not what I'm saying.
All right, y'all.
I don't subscribe to that.
Just go.
Because my thing is, if I'm going, first of all, you don't tell me what to do at all.
I am, because it's not about
you. Got off.
It's not about
you're going to just tell me just
in
go.
this situation.
So
what you want to do is dictate what should be done, and I didn't
at all.
ask.
But you're not going to do that to me.
I wanted to
I did not disrespect you not one time. But you're not going to tell me to go. You're not going to do that.
You don't actually.
You're not going to do that
at all. I don't give a damn, because it's not not you.
I don't care.
You weren't directly impacted or impacted.
I didn't say
anything about respectability politics.
Period.
At all.
Okay, y'all.
I wasn't even talking to you. I was talking to Crystal.
You go, because you're not being helpful.
I don't have to go nowhere. That's what I'm saying.
You're not
who
being
you talking
helpful.
to?
It's what I'm telling you.
You got the right one.
This shit
I don't know who you think you're talking to. I'm not the guy for that.
I'm not the guy for that.
I'm not the guy for that.
Nobody fucking asked you, first of all.
I'm not the guy for that. I did nothing but respect you on this live.
You have no fucking
and you've done nothing but disrespect me.
But then, no, because you're disrespectful.
Thank you. How you asking for help being disrespectful?
You're not entitled to the respect that you do not
give.
Bro,
you said go. You don't dismiss me.
Because you're arguing
dismiss me
about what I want to support.
You don't dismiss me.
Yes,
I'm not on your live.
I'm not on your live.
You don't dismiss me.
I don't know if y'all can hear each other.
Period.
Can I hear each other even though they muted? Y'all, in the comments, this was not supposed to go this way. Can we please just?
I'm not
just cut it off.
I'm not asking you
for
help.
Can y'all both?
Ask me how I wanted to be supported. I didn't ask you, and now you're projecting your ego that I didn't fucking ask for.
That's cap. I asked you what the support looked like for you because I was asked to come here.
Learn how to
I was asked to come here. I don't need to learn nothing. You don't dismiss me. Period. You don't dismiss me. Period.
I didn't ask you.
I
don't like the way that you fucking responded to me, and I have every right to talk about that. It's all about your goddamn ego.
But I ain't the guy
you
for that.
fucking know it.
I'm not the guy for that. You can take that mess somewhere else.
I don't want to support you the way that you want to be supported.
You can take that mess somewhere else.
And then
I'm not
belittle
the guy
you,
for that.
and then expect you not to
the
respond.
guy for that.
That's exactly what you did.
I've done nothing but be respectful this entire time. I said to Crystal, I don't think that I'm suited for this conversation.
Okay, then if you're not suited for this conversation,
to respectability politics.
That's how that
I'll go when I get ready.
Because
I'll go when I get ready.
About me and Crystal.
All right, well, you're muted now. So, like I was saying, Crystal, can you hear me, Crystal?
Yes.
I'm gonna say what I need to say, and then because that was completely out of pocket and way left field. When I asked her how best can she be supported, when you asked me to come up here, I'm trying to figure out in my mind, from the standpoint of our experiences, from what we consistently deal with on this app, we don't get the grace of, I want you to respond and not react. We don't get that grace. So I literally stated, hold on, I literally stated. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Wait, Coco, both y'all, can y'all both please?
I can't hear nothing she's saying, so I kind of don't care what she's saying at all. She doesn't get out because she's not in our shoes. Exactly. I can't hear nothing you're saying. Crystal, do you have something to say to me?
I don't.
Because I'm gonna leave when I get ready, not when she dismissed me. I don't know who she thinks she's talking to.
Daddy. Can y'all please?
I'm sorry?
Can I speak? Can y'all let me speak?
Yeah, I'm listening to you. She's muted. I can't hear nothing she's saying.
Okay, Coco, can I please? All right, y'all listen. Y'all listen. Look, it was not supposed to go this way.
Right, she got rude.
You
got rude.
I say this, y'all listen to me. I need y'all to listen to me without anger, please. Can y'all listen to me, please, without anger? Can y'all hear me out?
I'm listening.
I was just gonna say, he's about to drop Coco when he okay.
Everybody about to kiss her ass? The fuck?
Yeah.
What? Did she not just try to dismiss me? I was doing nothing but being respectful. I stated to you in plain language. I don't think that I'm suited for this conversation because it sounds like she wants respectability politics. That don't work on this app. It's not our experience. So when she says she wants you to respond and not react, what I was simply stating in that moment is that we don't get that grace. So in that regard, anything that you do is going to be seen as a reaction. So I asked in plain language, what does support look like for her so that I can conceptualize how best to support? And what I was about to do, which I still am because of who I am, is figure out, okay, do you want stuff on the app? Because I got 4 different community managers. I'm going to email them on your behalf. But you don't dismiss me because you don't like what I'm saying. I'm not the guy for that.
What I was trying to do was get her to understand that you were trying to help. That's what I was trying to get her to understand, bro. Like,
I'm going to leave this conversation because if I were to actually see what the situation is here, it's not going to end well for anybody. So I am going to leave.
Bye.
And I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to leave with this, Crystal, towards you, right?
Yeah.
This is about Coco and about you because you've been directly affected by this. I'm not entirely sure when he comes into the picture as to understand what's happening here. And it came up as trying to center yourself. And that's what I saw. And it's not my place to say anything because again, I'm not part of the Black community. For Crystal, this is for you to marinate on, okay? This affected you just as much as it affected Coco.
She asked me to come up here.
That's how you have to address it, okay?
Okay, hold on, Crystal. Can I please say something, please? Because I've been fighting for my life.
Here?
I speak.
You literally asked me to come up here.
I speak. Can I please say something, please? Can I just say something? Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. My name is Sade. I have been actively working on this situation with Coco and Carrie. I too have been affected by Baby G. It's a whole lot of going on. So what we need, you asked what you can do. This is what you can do, right? Listen to the Black women who have been affected.
Bro,
Crystal being one.
No.
Coco being the other.
That to me. You must not know. Y'all must not know me. I'm an equal opportunity offender. The smoke is ready to eat for everyone. You're not about to give me this.
Okay, well, this isn't going anywhere. So, Crystal, can I just talk to you, please? Because I really just came up here to talk to you.
Me.
Okay, I'm not talking to you no more. I speak. You got it. I'm talking to you, Crystal. Crystal, I'm talking to you. Crystal, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, Crystal. I'm talking to you.
Hey, just call me afterwards because I'm not finna do this.
Okay.
Not finna do. Like, what in the multiverse just happened? All I was literally doing was explaining that when it comes to us, we don't get that grace. She asked me because I can lend support. The fuck? And you think for 1 minute you're gonna get up here talking crazy to me? No. Just because you happen to be a Black woman, that does not give you a pass to be disrespectful at all. She got disrespectful with me, and all I said was, you will not dismiss me. Then you can go. Who you talking to? The fuck? Well, they got the right one today, man. I don't play that mess. You can go. You can watch that nonsense.
Hey, sir, how you doing?
What's up?
Okay, so I follow Crystal, and I was in a live earlier, and I got the gist of the subject matter or whatever, and I just got back and I walked in. I came in on the end of that there. To me, what I heard at the end there, She wasn't wrong. You wasn't wrong.
That's cap. That's cap. I'm not
She got
agreeing with that. I'm not
let me
agreeing with that. Chocolate.
let me tell you. She got
Chocolate.
offended because you use your male masculine voice, and she couldn't take your tone. She couldn't take your tone the way
I
you were
don't agree.
expressing
I
yourself.
don't agree. Chocolate.
Um,
Chocolate. She told me you
I'm
can
gonna
go.
just say, I'm
That is when I
sorry.
turned up.
I
right.
speak to say the same way us black women want to be protected, we gotta protect our black men too. I'm sick
We
and tired
do.
of throwing you under the bus.
I was not
I
doing
protect
nothing but trying to
you.
help.
Did nothing wrong, I speak.
You
You
didn't
did
do
not
anything wrong. Nothing.
nothing
The
wrong.
wrong she did was getting offended because you were
Nothing.
speaking in your masculine male voice and you weren't inserting your dominance. You were being the dominant male that you are, expressing your opinion. Hey, this is what it is. This is how I feel. Whatever the case may be, whatever you were saying, you were not wrong at all. She couldn't handle you being a man, which most of us women say, "Oh, I want a man." She couldn't handle you being the man that you are. I don't know you from a can of paint, but I'm just going, from your tone and your voice and how you were
Thank you. That
expressing
was
yourself.
hella uncalled for.
You were not disrespectful. You didn't say anything out of line. You were voicing your opinion just like everyone else was. She just didn't like that you dominated over her with that at that moment. From what I
And that's the
walked in
thing.
on.
That's the thing. When I said to her, what does support look like? Because what it sounded like, Crystal, the way Crystal is, and the reason why I mentioned all of us, because she literally criticized. I'm a debater. I'm a professional. I literally get paid to do this. My mind
Right.
goes 90 miles a
Right.
minute when I'm on live, literally. But when it
Right.
comes to helping black women, I've done nothing but go to war for black women since I've been on this app, period. And in my life off of this app. So when I came into the live, I literally commented in Crystal's live. She was like, Ed, can you come up? I'm like, for what? Because I don't see a guest box available. I didn't know that they was all dual live. I didn't plan on going live again. I was like, I might go live again. I'm not exactly sure. I might da-da-da. Then I was like, you know what? I'm going to just hop on somebody else's live. So I go live to help. They heard her ask me to come up there. So then for Shorty to
Right.
say at the end, you came up here and tried to center yourself. What?
Yeah,
When I
she was
said
wrong
it
for
to
that.
her, I said, what does support look like for you? Because I know what it looks like for me. And that's us
Right.
blasting that person, number one. And then number two, that's on the front end. On the back end, my 4 community managers emailing them on your behalf. But I wanted
Exactly.
Right.
to ask her first before just telling her, right, what it is that I was finna do. Because again, listen to black women, right? So when she
Right.
said for Crystal to respond and not react, what I wanted her to understand, or at least get an understanding of, is that for us, we don't get that grace. Oh, so that doesn't include me? I'm not talking about you. You just lost your page.
And I just
Wow.
wanted to come up and tell you I respect you. And I feel like the same way everyone asks for us to be protected, I feel like black men need to be protected too.
Exactly. That's what made me follow
Oh
you.
my
Like I said, I came in
God.
on the end of
Like,
that
like
live
seriously,
and
I
I was
protect
like,
you all
no.
the way. I don't care who don't like me for protecting you. I protect you all the way, and I stand for you. And I just wanted to give you that grace and respect because you deserve it.
I
Seriously,
appreciate that. Genuinely, I appreciate that.
thank you. And
Absolutely.
Voodoo Babe, I respect you too. I respect you, King Genty, all of y'all.
I appreciate that.
Y'all some
Thank
real ones.
you.
Seriously, love y'all. God bless y'all. Bye.
All right. Have a good night, love. What in the multiverse just happened, Voodoo Bay?
I don't. Oh wait, I can't hear. Background. Um. Okay, so quick question. Somebody tell me when you're standing in these shoes, our shoes as larger content creators. Tell me the difference between the two things that she was asking to be done. The tangible difference between reacting and responding, or whatever the words, like what would that look like? Because if we open our mouth and say boo, there is no difference. There's no perceivable difference for people because if we open our mouth, then things happen.
And they do.
things happen, and it doesn't matter if we say it nicely and softly, if we yell, and it doesn't matter. The fact that we make a video or do a live or open our mouth and say anything causes things to happen. And so then therefore people will say it is a reaction, it is a response, it is a whatever it is. So I would just like to know, when she was saying that, tell me the tangible difference. Like, lay it out. Like, show me what this is and show me what that is.
Again, I listen to everything when I'm listening. Chocolate, mute your mic for me, sweet, please. It's a really bad echo. I got you. So when I was listening to her, right, she said, instead of being loud and aggressive, that's why I'm speaking softly to get my point across. And I knew right then and there, that's respectability politics. You think just because you speak softly that it's going to be received better?
Works. She thinks that works. I
Right,
have
and
one
it
of the
doesn't.
most softest, sultriest voices on this app. And I still get if I say anything or make a video, I'm still getting the same heat, the same response, the same. It doesn't
They'll
matter.
say I'm being condescending if I talk in a low tone and I still light someone up. And this rhetoric right here, they'll be like, that's not his regular voice. He's being condescending. But if I say, yeah, what's up? Yeah, then I'm being overly
That's what I'm
aggressive.
saying. You were not condescending. They couldn't take
Yeah.
your voice because you were being the man
That's what
that
I'm
you
saying.
were.
So the first disconnect happened when I tried to explain that aspect of it. So just like you said, I don't think she realized what she was specifically asking for.
Mm-hmm.
So in that, a response of any way, shape, form, or fashion directed at this individual is going to be seen as an attack because we have the larger platform.
Right.
So in that, again,
how large was her page that she lost?
Do
you know how many followers she had?
If I'm not mistaken, I think she might have been over 100K.
Mm-hmm.
So
then, well, I don't know, because just because you have 100K doesn't mean that you have the credibility or influence on this app, because those are two different things.
Well, her lives were consistently, because I hopped in a couple of her lives. She does like the debate lives with like the topics in the back.
Okay.
And she'll pull anywhere between, like, I'll say on a slow night, about
Chocolate,
50.
can you mute? Your background is like really loud.
I'm so sorry. I got my window open and it's windy.
Can you mute? Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry about that.
Okay.
She'll pull on her lives consistently, about somewhere between 50, and I've seen upwards of like 1.5 thousand. She can pull a decent crowd.
So then I would think she would understand exactly what you were saying.
Well, that's the thing. I felt like maybe in that moment she thought that I was invalidating her because she lost her page. She was like, I know it too. I'm a black woman. I'm like, I'm not speaking from the standpoint of you being a black woman. I'm talking about being a larger content creator and what we consistently face. She couldn't see past that. And I'm just like, well, wait a minute. Give me an opportunity to fully explain. So then when she said the whole comment about speaking a little bit softer, I was like, oh, okay. And when I made the statement, to me, the off-ramp to the high road is closed, I said to Crystal, you know what? I don't think I'm suited for this conversation. No, let me retract that. I said, I don't think, I might not, there we go. I might not be suited for this conversation because I don't subscribe to respectability politics. And her next statement was, well, then you can go. What?
Yeah. Bye.
You projecting your ego. No, you're not going to be disrespectful and dismiss me because you don't like what I'm saying. Who you talking to? I'm not the guy for that.
I was very confused that there was nothing to not like about what you were saying. What you were saying was absolutely accurate. And I would feel like anybody that sits in our shoes that does this, if you don't make call out content, or you don't make activism content, or you don't make content that gets you reported or get your account, if you don't make that kind of content, if you do dance videos, then maybe you won't understand what we're saying. I don't know her and I don't know her content, but I feel like if you do content,
she don't really create content like that. She just does lives.
Okay, well then, so period. If you don't do that kind of thing, then maybe you can't relate to the point. But the point is, when you are in that position, as many of us are, then we know there is no difference between those two things she was asking for. Not for us, there's not.
And that's all I was trying to explain to her. But I'm just like, again, And what happens is what she tried to do in that moment, which I was not about to fucking let happen, is you hide behind the fact that you're a black woman to justify your disrespect. You didn't have to try to dismiss me because you didn't like what I was saying. And when I said I'm not the guy for that, she does that. And them little fragile white men that be on her lives allow her to talk to them like that.
Was there some other heated dialogue before that last exchange?
No. I literally, for the beginning part of that duel, I was eating. I wasn't even speaking. When I finally started speaking, two things that I know. Number one, what our collective experience has been, right? And then what Crystal has been through on this app. Crystal genuinely felt used. So in that
I didn't even
moment,
know what happened or what sparked the conversation at all. I have no idea.
Okay, so there's apparently another content creator that Coco is. I wouldn't necessarily say I don't like to say the word beefing, but that is targeting her platform.
Okay.
So much so that they got her account banned. That individual apparently be on Crystal's lives consistently, but she just found out that individual has been being anti-black in other spaces.
Okay. She's a non-black person?
That's what I'm surmising. I don't even know.
She's black. That's what I'm saying. I was in the live when she first started and her at the beginning.
Is that the person? Baby G?
She's black. Coco. I don't know who she is, but she's black because they were saying she was black. I got in on that live at the very beginning. They started that live like at
Baby G is
something.
indigenous? Is that what y'all saying in my comments?
I saw Afro-Indigenous. I saw indigenous. Okay.
She said she was black when she was talking to her.
Oh, they said Baby G is Afro-Indigenous.
There you go.
Okay, cool. So I was trying to understand what she was asking of Crystal so that I knew how to properly guide Crystal because she asked me to come up there. I didn't just dual live them and hop in their conversation. I don't do that. I was literally sitting in Crystal's comment section. Like, oh, let me see what they talking about. You know, she's been hosting some pretty decent lives here lately, and I've been kind of, giving her some advice, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm like, oh, let me hop in the live, see what they're rapping about. She's like, Aunt, can you come up here real quick? And I said, 4? Because I didn't see no box at the bottom. And they was like, oh, just go live and dual live us. So I'm like, okay, cool. And they all heard that. So for Shorty to say at the end, you came up here trying to center yourself, I'm the plug. I'm not centering myself. I'm trying to figure out how to help you. The hell?
Okay. So all right. Yeah, because I didn't even know, like, I didn't even know what was going on, but I was like, that went from 0 to 100 done real quick. And
Crystal, in my opinion, Crystal, she started out on the right track or path with what she's wanting to do with her platform, but she moved too fast. Like she got too big for her britches, so to say, as far as her knowledge with things and the way she tried to express it. Crystal.
No, I don't agree with that at all.
No,
I don't agree with that at all.
Crystal,
the reason why Crystal
I was gonna tell her
Crystal got a lot more to lose. Crystal got a lot more to lose now.
I love the way she's grown because I've been with her from the beginning. But to me, like we used to chat all the time. We're from the same city. She's from Galveston. I'm from League City, and we talk all the time. And when her numbers got up, she kind of stopped fooling with me. I don't be on here like that. I just get on here and show
so check this out. What we're not going to do is take personal situations and apply it to our platform. She did not get too big. She did not get
I was just trying to give my personal opinion. I'm not trying to be mean or ugly or nothing at all. I'm not trying to come off that way.
That's the way it's coming off, Chocolate. Respect.
Sorry. My apologies. See,
that's baby sis.
Correct me. Correct me. That's what you do. You correct a person if they're coming off wrong, and it's not my place to get offended and mad. I adjust and correct. So I'll drop that and leave that alone. You did right by correcting me and telling me what I'm doing wrong, and I'm going to adjust it and do better. I'm not going to get no attitude and bye and do all of that. That's why I followed you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Absolutely right. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I stepped out of line. Bring it back. That's how you do that. That's how you do that. That's what adults do. Black, white, brown, red, whatever. Adults should be able to debate, have conversation without getting out of line. You should be able to say, hey, that ain't right. You're doing that wrong, whatever the case may be.
Why
And keep
calling
it
you daddy
going.
in the comments now? I speak.
Huh?
Now they calling you daddy in the comments after that other line.
I
So
cannot.
look, I will say this as to the shift in platforms. I think all of us have shifted in some way, shape, or form our platforms for a lot of reasons.
Right.
Putting your platform in jeopardy for low rate of return investments doesn't make any sense for any of us. And I think a lot of us have become more choosy about what we use our voices for and how, because we've learned a lot of lessons. There's been a lot of people who we've helped that came to, back to bite us in the ass, et cetera, et cetera. So I think I have definitely seen all of my mutuals grow in discernment
Excuse me.
over.
Can y'all still hear that noise? Excuse me.
Mhm.
Can y'all still hear that noise?
Yeah, we can hear your background is.
Lord have mercy. Let me go in this den. Get some wood. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Is that better? Or is
yeah,
that just my phone?
yeah. So I mean, I have definitely seen all of my mutuals pivot and do some growing in their platform and being a little bit more discerning about who and what and where, because as I speak said, we don't get that grace. We don't get the oopsies that everybody else gets. We don't get that. And the way our feet are held to the fire is quite different than other people, and even other people that have 100K followers or more but do different kind of content. Like what we do requires a certain amount of ethical standards. And so we're held to that. We don't just get to be like, oh, oops, bad take. Yeah, no.
And that's all. That's like I said. That's all. And I was mad weird. Like I was mad weirded out about like where that energy was coming from because, like I said, I was literally asked to come help. And one of the things, Crystal wants to come over. I speak. I think she wants to do. I think she wants to do a lot. Is she still on live, y'all? Is she
I
still?
honestly thought that there had been some prior words. Like I thought the energy was already hostile because it went from 0 to like 100.
You talking about between me and Coco?
Yes, that's why I
No,
asked you, was there some
no.
prior? Because it went from 0 to 1,000. Like
I
what?
just it's just certain things that I'm just not gonna accept, and disrespect is one of them.
No, I'm
And you
not even
don't just
talking
get
about
that.
on your end. You reacted to what, like you were cool, and then the hostility started, and I was confused. Like, was there already something happening? Because
Right.
why was she so mad? I
Just
was
straight, she straight jumped out the gym on me, and I'm like, "Yo, what's good? Well, what in the multiverse is going on here?"
Yeah. Well, you know what Jay-Z said, no good deed goes unpunished. So you know what I'm saying?
If you don't agree with Coco, this happens. Listen, our Voodoo, Crystal wants to do a live me.
Okay. All right. No problem.
All right.
Okay.
Lord have all the mercy. Listen. And here we go. She finna go live, talk shit about me. Somebody gonna hop in her comment section. Oh, do you want a platform over here? I speaks very disrespectful. He hates black women. Yeah, he's always arguing with a black woman on TikTok. And I ain't do nothing but go where I was asked to show up to. Oh, she already is? Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? Wait, where'd Crystal go? What the fuck? Where'd Crystal go? I know I did nothing wrong. I know I did. She calling me light skin? Are you kidding me? Oh, she gonna go change her child? Did she end her live? Yeah, put some respect on my caramel complexion. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she called Genty light skin. Oh, she paused her live. Okay. I think she had a falling out with Genty. Oh, okay. Oh, she called me light skin too. There she go.
I love you.
I'm gonna beat your ass.
I'm sorry, Ian.
It's not your listen. It's not your fault, Crystal. It's not your fault at all. That was way left field for no reason. And literally, and let me. I'm gonna finish explaining to you what I was attempting to say to her.
Okay.
With what she was trying to ask of you,
Yes.
all I was trying to get her to understand is that no matter what you say, they're going to see it as a reaction. So, is there anything off the app? That's what I was leading to. Off the app that we can do for you. And I was about to make her aware that I have 4 community managers. Is it okay if I email them on her behalf?
And that's
But
what I
then
was just telling them. I was
when she
like,
made that statement about, I need to speak a little bit softer because, you know, I don't want them to. And I'm like, okay, Crystal, respectfully, I might not be suited for this conversation because I don't subscribe to respectability politics. It don't matter how soft we speak. It don't matter how strong we speak. They're always going to see us as attacking them, period.
Right.
Because we got the larger platform. So in that, when I said that to you, she said, well, then you can just leave. Go then. What? Yeah, it's up there. It's up from there. You got the right one because I'm not the guy for that. But see, that's how she be talking to them goofies that be on her live. I'm not them. I did not call her out her name, not one time. I did not get disrespectful with her, not one time. All I said was I'm not the guy for that, and you're not going to disrespect me. And just think you're going to dismiss me? What? You're projecting your ego. There was no ego to project. You're being disrespectful for no reason, and all I'm trying to do is help you. And then Shorty at the end talking about, I can't stay here because things are going to get ugly. No, it's not. Child, ain't nobody scared of you either. You came up here trying to center yourself. What? Did
I
they
brought
not
you
hear you ask me to come up there?
Yeah.
And wasn't I not quiet eating my food?
Yes. Until I asked you to speak. Yes.
What the?
Oh my gosh.
Child.
Well, I was explaining to everybody just that, like, before all this shit went left, like when y'all had all dropped, I was explaining to everybody just that. I was like, look, I feel like, believe it or not, regardless of how you feel right now, y'all both have been through a lot of shit. Y'all have both been through a lot of stuff. Okay, so and you are the kind of person when you're not in the mood for it, it don't matter what it is, you just not tolerating it. You know what I'm saying? But I did let them know that you more than likely the kind of person that even though y'all had got into it, you still gonna probably send emails on her behalf to try to help her get her account back.
The hell no, no, she's slandering me on her live right now. Fuck that.
She on live?
On live, calling me a light-skinned black man. Coming after a dark-skinned black woman. Fuck no. She can kick rocks with open-toe sandals on.
Oh my gosh.
Nope. I'm done with that. That part of me is done. What you're not going to do is disrespect me and then think that I'm still going to assist you. Absolutely not. No. I was cool with the whole Fugazi attempt at dismissal. I was cool with that. You in your feelings about whatever you in your feelings about. But then you go on your live and attempt to slander me? No, I'm good on that. I'm good on that. Like I said, I'm at a point in my content creation career. I don't owe nobody shit. Never have and never will. And I'm only being genuine. And you gonna go and try to shit talk me after you caused this mess? Absolutely not. Nope. Good luck. Good luck. And another thing that I didn't care for either was her little friend talking about, yeah, she lost her page and all of these large content creators, nobody did nothing for her. Do you know how many notifications and messages we get on a regular basis?
Well, that's what I wanted
They
to
think we're
get to.
supposed to
I
be the
wanted to talk
Avengers of
about all of
TikTok. But then, hold on, Crystal. But then they'll simultaneously say, y'all always trying to insert yourself into something. Why don't you just mind your business? But every time y'all get into a pickle, who do y'all run to? Come
these
on,
TikTok
man.
creators. Yeah.
Come on. Talk to me nice, man. That shit was foul. That shit was hella foul, G. And it's not your fault, Crystal, at all.
I feel like
It's
it's
not your
always
fault.
my fault. 'Cause every time you come in on my behalf to help me out or like to like give some, you know, some advice or something, it's always some shit. It's because I'm always asking, can you come up? Can you come up?
And that's the thing. Bro, I'm literally following her on this page. I'm literally following her.
At the end of the day, this is about protecting a black woman who's being silenced. He has nothing to do with it. No, he doesn't. So all y'all that like drama, y'all come in bringing, she got 67 people in here. Usually what we rocking, 13, 14? Right, it's usually chilling here. Right. So who is that person? You know what I mean? No, that person instigating, that's how it happened. They weren't saying she wasn't. Who's that person? You see what I mean? Be respectful. Give context. You know what I'm saying? Y'all give me vague sentences and y'all expected me to react, so y'all can go back to ice being like, oh, Coco said this and that. I'm not giving y'all the reaction that y'all want. And now this live is being recorded, so y'all too gotta tread lightly. Okay? I'm telling you, I'm a smart woman.
No, well, I'll stop it.
Violence starts in a black community. And now I have more issues now that he added onto.
You see that? You see that? You see
Yeah.
that?
Yes.
Good. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. Now, you know what? Let me go ahead and unfollow her and block her. None of my supporters, do not go over to her page. Leave her alone. Do not go to her comment section or none of that. If you support her because you want to support her. I'm not advocating for anyone to go over to her platform in any way, shape, form, or fashion. That shit was foul.